walked away from me, the house forgot your name. Your shadows lingered quietly, but nothing felt the same. I tried to hold the morning like the world was still intact, but the truth came crashing softly, and it hit me like a fact. I whispered to the silence, begged the walls to speak for you, but every empty corner knew you were never coming through. Your coffee mug was waiting like you'd pick it up again, but the ache inside my chest told me this wasn't pretend. I wandered through the memories left hanging in the air, hoping you'd left pieces of a heart that used to care. And every fragile moment felt like time was standing still, a world built on your presence now collapsing at the will. I try to stay unbroken, but some things you can't disguise, the way love turns to ruins when someone stops being by your side. I broke in your absence, fell apart where you once stood. All the strength I swore I carried wasn't nearly what it should. I shattered in the silence, in the hollow of your name, and every breath I took alone never felt the same. I broke in your absence, and I'm still picking up the pain. I found the sweater you abandoned, still soft with who you were, and the scent of something gentle made my vision start to blur. I sat down on the bedroom floor the way I did when we were young, trying to gather courage from the love we once begun. But the memories felt brittle, fragile things that cracked a touch, and the truth that you were gone was almost far too much. I held on to the pieces even though they cut my hands, because letting go of you was something I could never understand. I broke in your absence, in the silence you left behind. All the words you never said are still screaming in my mind. I crumbled in the places where your laughter used to be, and the darkness grew much louder than the love you gave to me. I broke in your absence, and it's still breaking me. Maybe you never meant to hurt me, maybe leaving felt like peace, but you took the colors with you and left me with the bleeding pieces. I wonder if you think of me, if my name still stirs your chest, or if you've buried everything and only leave the rest. I'm trying to rebuild something from the ruins of your love, but some hearts break too quietly to ever rise above. And I still call your name at night, not expecting you to hear, just wishing that the emptiness would somehow disappear. I'm learning how the quiet can be louder than a scream, and how losing you in daylight still aftermath of yesterday. I broke in your absence, but I'm trying not to stay that way. And maybe time will stitch me back. Maybe someday I'll be whole. But for now the quiet lingers in the corners of my soul. I know I'll rise eventually, though right now I barely try. Because I broke in your absence, and healing takes a while. The breaking long before you ever turned away. A quiet kind of heartbreak that you didn't have to say. The weight of every silence pressed heavy on my chest, and all the things you hid from me did the damage you meant to protect. I reached for you in darkness, but your hands were nowhere near. Love shouldn't feel like fighting for someone who isn't here. You started drifting slowly, a little more each day, and all the things we used to love just seemed to fade away. Your eyes stopped holding warmth, your voice stopped sounding true, and every time you looked at me, I knew I was losing you. I begged you not to leave me, but you were gone in every breath. A heartbeat turning distant, even though you hadn't left. I try to stay together, try to fight the breaking tide, but loving someone slipping is a pain you cannot hide. You left me in pieces, scattered on the floor. You took our future with you when you walked out that door. You shattered every promise, left silence in your place, and now I'm stuck with fragments of a love I can't replace. You left me in pieces, and I'm trying not to break anymore. I still hear the quiet moments where you almost said goodbye, the tremble in your breathing when you claim that you were fine. I try to hold you tighter, try to make you wanna stay, but love is not a battle when the other walks away. I stand inside the memories we built with trembling hands, wondering how you left so clean while I still can barely stand. I reach for something whole, but all that's left is what we've lost. And healing from your absence comes at an unforgiving cost. You left me in pieces, in the ruins of your name, and all the parts you left behind still whisper I'm to blame. I gather what's still breathing, even if it hurts to try, because loving you destroyed me, but I can't forget the why. You left me in pieces, and I'm still learning not to cry. Maybe you were breaking the cracks in the choices that you made, or if walking out was easier than watching love decay. I'm trying to stitch the fragments into something I can hold, but the colder nights remind me I'm rebuilding on my own. And even now I call your name into the empty air, half of me still hoping you might suddenly be there. But echoes don't hold answers, and ghosts don't come alive. I'm learning letting go is the hardest way to survive. You left me in pieces in the space where you once stayed, and even with the breaking, I wish you would have stayed. But now I face the mirror with a heart that's incomplete, trying to build a future with the parts you didn't keep. You left me in pieces, but I'll rise again someday. One day I'll feel the sunlight, one day the pain will fade, but tonight I'm still in fragments of the love we couldn't save. And though I'm slowly healing, though I'm learning to be strong, never quite forget how you left me all alone. You left me in pieces, but I won't stay broken long. The roads we used to take, still tracing every step, like maybe if I follow them, I'll find what's left. The echoes of your laughter still settle in the air, and every quiet corner feels like you were there. I talk to all the memories, pretend they're still alive, because some part of me is waiting for the day you might arrive. I sleep on just one side now, though the bed remembers more. Your shape, your warmth, your heartbeat still linger in the floor. I keep your favorite sweater in the drawer you never clear, like someday you'll come searching for the life you left right here. I know it isn't healthy, but the truth is hard to hide. I'm holding on to someone who's already left my side. And though the world keeps turning, I'm frozen in our past, still hoping something broken could heal enough to last. 'Cause I'm still wishing for us, even though I know you're gone. Still dreaming of the future that we never got to dawn. I'm clinging to the moments where your love was all I knew. Still wishing for us, even if you've moved on too. I see you in the distance of a life I can't forget, the version where we made it, where our hearts weren't full of regret. Some nights I almost call you just to hear the way you breathe, to remind myself that once you swore you'd never leave. But promises are fragile when they're written on the heart, and yours began to crumble long before you fell apart. times you never spoke. And I'm still wishing for us, for the days we never had, for the nights we stay together, for the good inside the bad. I'm holding on to memories that don't know how to let go. Still wishing for us in ways you'll never know. Maybe loving you was reckless, maybe losing you was fate, but I choose you in a heartbeat, even knowing it's too late. I take the tears and breaking all the scars you left behind, because loving you was something that felt rare and undefined. And though I know you're happy, though your heart belongs to someone new, a quiet part of me is living in the world I had with you. Some nights I try to tell myself that letting go is right, but my heart keeps painting pictures of the way we held so tight. I'm learning how to breathe again in the space love left behind, but healing isn't simple when you're still on my mind. Cause I'm still wishing for us, even after all this time. Still hoping for a version where your hand is back in mine. I know that life has changed you, I know we can't go back, but I'm still wishing for us, like a train stuck on its track. Still dreaming of the moment where you turn around and stay. Still wishing for us, though you're miles and miles away. Maybe someday I'll forget you, maybe someday I'll move on, but right now in the quiet, I still feel where you belong. And even if you never look back, even if this hope is dust, a part of me will always be still wishing, still wishing for us. I gave you every fragile piece of who I try to be. Let you see the bruises that no one else could see. I let you in the quiet parts, the ones I always hide, hoping you would love me, cause I let you deep inside. But loving you is learning how to wonder every day. If the heart I handed to you was one you'd throw away, you held me when you wanted, let me go when you were done. My worth was always measured by the battles you had won. I waited for a promise, a reason I should stay, but you gave me empty echoes where your truth should have been laid. I built my hope around you, let it tower far too tall, but the higher that it climbed, the harder was the fall. And I kept trying to believe you'd choose me in the end, but love can't grow from wishes when you never did pretend. I gave you a heart you never kept, one you held just for the show. You touched it when you needed warmth and left it out in cold. I trusted you with all of me, but you only took what held. And I'm standing here in pieces from a heart you never kept. You said the right words sometimes, soft enough to make me stay, but love that comes in flashes is a love that fades away. I stayed for all the moments when your guard dropped for a breath, but those glimpses weren't enough to keep us from our end. You told me you were trying, but you never really tried. You can't hold on to someone when you're halfway in their life. I begged for something honest, a truth not stained with fear, but you were always running from the things that kept me here. I gave you a heart you never kept, one you borrowed then forgot. You came and went like seasons changing everything I was. I wrapped your name in hope, but hope can only break. And now I'm left remembering all the promises you'd fake. I trusted you completely, but you never truly stayed. I gave you a heart you never kept, and it's me who had to pay. Maybe you were hurting too, maybe you were scared, but love that hides from honesty is love that isn't there. And maybe in another life you'd hold me like you should, but in this one you were careless with the things I gave in good. I try to be your shelter, try to be your safest place, but you can't build forever with someone who won't stay. I still feel the ache of almost, all the love that could have grown, but almost doesn't heal a heart that learned to break alone. And though I wish you wanted me the way I needed to be held, you can't change someone's choices or the truth they never tell. I gave you a heart you never kept, you let it fall apart. You held me like a secret that you carried in the dark. Maybe I belong to someone who would choose to keep me whole, but I wasted too much time trying to fit inside your soul. And now I'm learning how to breathe without the weight you left, 'cause I gave you a heart you never kept, but I'm taking back what's left. One day I'll give my heart again to someone who holds it tight, someone who won't vanish in the quiet of the night. But for now I'm just remembering how badly I once wept over loving someone deeply with a heart they never kept. The door was barely closed before the quiet filled the room, like everything you left behind turned into shadows I consumed. Your footprints in the hallway fell louder than your voice, and I kept replaying moments like I never had a choice. You didn't have to tell me that you were already gone. I felt the world stop breathing as you walked into the dawn. Your coffee cup still waiting on the counter by the sink, as if you turn around and come back home before I blink. But silence has a language that speaks harsher than goodbye, and every hour without you is another reason why I'm learning how to stand again in all the empty space. But losing you feels heavier than anything I faced. And maybe you believe that leaving wouldn't break me, but nothing feels the same in the places you made me. After you walked away, the colors drained to gray, and everything we built began to slowly fade. I'm drowning in the quiet of the words we couldn't say. Nothing feels like living after you walked away. I'm tracing all the memories like fingerprints on glass, afraid that if I breathe too hard they'll shatter into the past. You left without a warning, or maybe signs I couldn't see, but I'm the one who's haunted by the ghosts you left in me. I try to fix the pieces of a life you didn't choose, but it's hard to build a future from a love you never used. I'm searching for the meaning in the fragments of our time, but sometimes broken endings are all we ever find. After you walked away, my world forgot its shape, and every dream way, but I would have held you longer if you'd only let me stay. I wanted to be chosen, wanted you to meet me halfway, but love becomes a burden when one heart can't remain. I keep wishing for a moment where we somehow find a door that leads us back to something we're not fighting for anymore. But wishing doesn't change it, and hoping doesn't mend. The truth is you were gone long before the very end. After you walked away, I learned the price of faith, how loving someone deeply can still leave an empty place. And though I'm stitched together from the ruins you once made, I'm finding who I am again after you walked away. One day I'll stop remembering how your footsteps seem to fade, but tonight I'm just surviving what your silence didn't say. Maybe loss can make us stronger, maybe time will clear the haze, but I'm still learning how to live after you walked away. It's morning and the sunlight falls on everything but me, because every little corner still holds your memory. Your sweater on the chair, your laughter in the air. I reach for you in reflex and forget you're not there. The quiet feels too heavy, the hours feel too long, and even breathing hurts when all the pieces feel so wrong. I miss the way you listen to the thoughts I couldn't say, how you pull me from my spirals when the world felt far away. I miss the way you soften every hard part of my life, how your heart beats steady in mine when the pain cut like a knife. Now every sunset burns with the color of your name, and nights fall even faster when the dark still feels the same. And I'm learning that the hardest part of living with the truth is knowing that I'm breathing still in a world without you. All the ways I miss you, it's deeper than the ache. It's every dream we painted in the promises we made. It's reaching for a future that vanished with your touch. It's awakening every morning, still loving you too much. There's no end to the reminders, no moment I get through. I'm breaking in the silence of all the ways I miss you. I miss the way you smile like you knew me through and through, how you held the broken pieces of a heart that leaned on you. I miss your quiet patience, your voice that felt like home, the way you made the world feel less impossible to own. Now the nights feel like oceans and I'm drowning in the tide, searching for the comfort that your absence can't provide. And maybe time will soften what's too heavy now to hold, but losing you is carving space that time can't fully close. Oh, all the ways I miss you, in the whispers of the rain, in the corners of the memories I can't rewrite or change, in the quiet of the hallway, in the echo of your name, in the seconds I remember I won't hear your voice again. You're the keeps returning, the truth I can't undo. My heart keeps counting shadows of all the ways I miss you. I don't know how to move on when every step just circles back, when every road I wander leads to you and what I lack. But loving you was worth it, even if it broke me too. Because losing you hurts deeply, only 'cause my love was true. Oh, all the ways I miss you, they follow through the days, and the songs we used to sing, and the dreams we used to chase. Though I'm learning how to stand again, I'm still haunted by the truth. There's no part of me untouched by all the ways I miss you. Maybe someday I'll remember with more warmth than all this pain. But tonight I'm still unraveling in the places you remain. And until my heart grows stronger, until the hurt feels something new, I'll keep breathing through the silence of all the ways I miss you. Kept the truth behind my smile, the way I always used to do. Because I never found the courage to fall apart in front of you. You never saw the trembling when your words cut into bone, or how I learned to swallow pain so you wouldn't feel alone. I tried to be the steady one, the one who wouldn't break, but inside I felt the pieces shifting underneath the weight. I hid the cracks with quietness, I held my breath to stay composed. And every time you drifted, I pretended not to know. You said I looked the same to you, like I never felt the strain. But you didn't see the darkness I kept drowning in my veins. I wanted you to understand, but I never let you near. I kept the tears from falling, so you never sensed the fear. If love is meant for sharing, both the comfort and the ache, then maybe I was guilty for the silence I would make. 'Cause this is the hurt you didn't see, the storm behind my gentle tone, the battles I kept fighting so you wouldn't feel alone. You never saw me breaking when I said that I was fine. You only saw the surface, not the ruin underneath the shine. This is the hurt you didn't see, the part I hid too carefully. And loving you so quietly is what ended up destroying me. I let you think I had control, and nothing shook me to the core. But I was losing pieces every time you closed the door. I smiled through disappointment, said it's nothing when it's done. Pretended I was comfortable with being the only one. I kept hoping you'd look closely and see through what I'd become, but you took the silence easily and never asked what I'd undone. This is the hurt you didn't see, the nights I cried without a sound, the way I held myself together when the world was falling down. You never saw the heartbreak in the way I looked away. You only saw the version I was desperate to portray. And all the scars I covered up are the ones that set me free. 'Cause now I see how heavy is the hurt you didn't see. I know I should have trusted you with the pieces that I hid, but I learned from years of hurting to lock up what I felt as a kid. I built myself a quiet cage and called it being strong, but strength was just the armor I wore to keep from seeming wrong. And maybe you would have stayed if you knew how deep it ran, or maybe you'd have left me sooner once you saw who I really am. 'Cause this is the hurt you didn't see, the truth behind my steady voice, the damage I kept guarding like I didn't have a choice. You never knew I needed you in ways I couldn't say aloud. You never knew how fragile I felt standing in the crowd. You loved the person I pretended, not the wounds deep within me. And now I'm healing from the hurt you never had the eyes to see. One day I'll speak my truth again without the fear of being wrong. One day I'll love more openly without pretending to be strong. But until the ache gets quieter, until the healing's finally free, I'll remember what it cost me for the hurt you didn't see. The streets we used to roam, same cracks, sidewalk, same old light. But everything feels different now since you vanished from my life. I try to breathe with steady hands, pretend the past is far behind, but every corner that I turn has you lingering in my mind. Your laughter lives in echoes, your footsteps haunt my dreams. And though you're miles away from here, you're closer than you seem. I keep your ghost in quiet places, the ones I never say out loud, like the backseat of the taxi ride where we kiss beneath the clouds. I try to shake the memories, let them crumble, let them fade, but love has ways of hanging on to the emptiness it made. And even when I'm doing fine, or think I might be almost free, something shifts inside the dark, and you're standing next to me. Maybe time will dull the image, blur the edges of your face, but shadows have a way of keeping everything we try to chase. shadow still follows wherever I go. In the quiet of the morning and the weight of letting go. No matter how I'm healing, no matter what I do, I turn around and somehow I still run into you. Your shadow keeps reminding me of what I couldn't hold, a love that vanished slowly, a warmth that turned to cold. I changed my number, changed my hair, moved my furniture around, but no matter what I rearrange, you're the ghost I haven't drowned. Someone asked me how I've been, if I've learned to love again. I smiled and said I'm getting there, but the truth was paper thin. 'Cause every time I see a stranger with your posture or your smile, it pulls me back to places I've been trying to avoid for miles. Maybe someday I'll forgive us for the pieces that we broke, but healing takes a lifetime when the past still feels so close. Your shadow still follows every step I take. Through the nights I'm wide awake, and the mornings I still ache. You linger in the sunlight, in the songs we used to know, in the spaces of my heartbeat where I swore I'd let you go. But letting go is slower than the hurt you put me through. 'Cause even when I'm moving, I'm still walking next to you. I know I shouldn't want you in the corners of my mind, but memories turn gentle when the pain gets left behind. And though I'm learning how to stand without the weight of what we were, there's still a part of me that trembles whenever someone says your name in passing, like the world forgot you left, but my heart still keeps a record of the love I failed to protect. Your shadow still follows, soft but always near, a quiet kind of haunting I once loved instead of fear. And even when the healing feels strong enough to stay, you rise up from the silence and won't quite fade away. Maybe someday the distance will be larger than the truth, but tonight I'm still remembering how every road led back to you. So here's to every memory, every tear I never shed, every word we left unspoken, every love we left for dead. And though the future's calling with a voice I long to know, your shadow still follows where my heart is slow to go. I waited on the porch light for the footsteps I once knew, for the way you used to whisper that your heart was pulling through. But the night just stayed in silence, like you knew what I denied, that the love I kept believing in had already said goodbye. I held on to the promise that someday you'd walk back home. But hope can turn to heartache when it stands too long alone. I wrote you letters in my mind every night before I slept. All the things I wished you'd hear, all the pieces that I kept. I pictured how you'd see me, how you'd smile just like before. But day by day the fantasy felt harder to ignore. And though I kept pretending you'd return to where you belong, the truth was in the quiet. You've been gone for far too long. Maybe love can disappear even when it feels so sure. Maybe hearts can close their doors to what they once adored. This is the love that never returned, the flame that flickered out too soon, the story left unfinished in the shadows of your room. I gave you every moment, every dream my heart had learned, but you walked away so easily with a love that never returned. And I keep searching through the ashes for a spark I can unburn, still chasing after pieces of a love that won't return. I try to fill the empty with the things I used to love, but even quiet places carry echoes from above. Your laughter in the corners, your heartbeat in the walls. I swear I sense you near me, even though you never call. And strangers pass beside me with your posture, with your face. I turn to chase the memory and it vanishes without a trace. Maybe I was just a season in the story of your life, but you were every chapter that I held on to too tight. This is the love that never returned, the promise that broke quietly, the goodbye you never whispered, but still carved inside of me. I waited through the heartbreak, through the bridges that we burned, hoping you'd turn around someday with a love that never returned. And I keep holding on to memories of a world you overturned, still learning how to let go of a love that won't return. Maybe someday I'll forgive you for the silence that you chose, for the way you packed your leaving into words you never spoke. But healing takes its patience when the wounds run far and deep, and loving you so endlessly is the habit I still keep. If I could turn the clocks back, I would beg you just to stay. But time has its own language and it carried you away. This is the love that never returned, the one that taught me how to break, how even honest hearts can crumble under more than they can take. Now I stand within the quiet with the lessons that I've learned, that not every heart you fight for is a love that will return. So here's to all the memories and the tears that finally burn, a bittersweet reminder of a love that won't return. forward. Someday I'll finally see that even hearts left empty still deserve a chance to be. But tonight I hold the silence, all the weight of what I yearn, still whispering goodbye to the love that never returned. Felt the shift before you spoke, a quiet cracking in the air, like something soft was breaking in the space we used to share. You kissed me like a stranger, touched me like I wasn't home, and in your eyes I saw the truth you thought I'd never notice shown. The warmth we built was fading so slowly it didn't scream, but every moment after that felt borrowed from a dream. You used to pull me closer, your heartbeat pressed against my own, but nights grew cold and distant, though we slept beneath one home. Your laughter lost its color, your promises lost weight, and every time you held my hand you seemed a million miles away. I tried to chase the pieces of the love we used to be, but you were slipping quietly through cracks I couldn't see. Love doesn't always shatter in a single violent fall. Sometimes it fades in shadows till there's nothing left at all. This is what it felt like when you stopped loving. The silence grew louder than the words you weren't saying. The distance kept growing in the spaces between us, and every touch we forced felt like dust, felt like rust. I kept searching for the heartbeat in the promises we made, but the truth was in your silence on the nights you pulled away. This is how my heart learned you had stopped loving me. You didn't break my heart in half, you let it slowly fall apart, with sighs you didn't mention, with the quiet of your heart. You answered me in half smiles, in nods that weren't sincere, and your eyes told stories that your voice refused to hear. I asked you what was changing, but you shook your head instead, and I wished you'd just be honest about the love you left for dead. I kept telling myself lies just to feel you one more night, but loving someone slipping is a losing kind of fight. This is how it felt when you stopped loving. The warmth we had was dying, though you kept on pretending. You held me like a memory, not a future you believed, and every promise faded into something I couldn't keep. I felt myself unravel when your heart began to leave, and all that I could cling to was the truth you wouldn't speak. This is how I realized you would stop loving me. Maybe Maybe love is fragile, maybe hearts grow tired too. Or maybe you were searching for a life I couldn't give to you. And though I prayed for honesty, for the truth behind your eyes, I learned that even silence has 1,000 ways to lie. I kept you in my trembling hands, hoping love would reappear. But some things break so quietly, you don't notice till they're clear. This is what it felt like when you stopped loving. A gentle aching emptiness, a truth I kept denying. The tender moments vanished like they never meant a thing. And even when I held you, I could feel you unraveling. I tried to fill the hollow where your love had ceased to be. But some wounds never close when the truth is meant to bleed. This is how my heart broke, when you stopped loving me. Now I'm learning to forgive myself for holding on too tight, for begging for a heartbeat that had already lost its light. One day I'll breathe much easier. One day I'll finally see that your love wasn't my failure, it just wasn't meant for me. But tonight I stand in silence, facing what I couldn't see. The moment my world shifted, when you stopped loving me.